turn off my TV so these fuckers don't block me. And we are live here with Rawless and William.
The boy still will. What you mean?
Still Will. How you been? Still Will.
Working hard, hardly working, making money, and losing it too.
That's how it is. Let me, you know the usual. Let me share it. Chop it up for like 2 minutes. I know there's no one watching us right now. You might get to see one person, and that's me. So let me share the link. Give me a second, eh? Tiene sueño.
Que la chingada.
Está viejito el niño. Give me a second. Let me turn off the TV because I don't even know where the fucking controls at. All right. Well, this the fuck is that? Give me a second. Is that you or me?
What? What?
Can you hear it?
No?
No? I'm hearing something on my audio.
Do you have your porn screen in the background?
No, it was I guess I accidentally hit the escape button or F1 and it was giving me ¿cómo se llama la palabra? A test button for my speakers. So
Hmm.
la canción is You're testing your audio on StreamYard. Oh shit. Let me share this shit. Yeah. Let me send it to our Instagram followers. Ah shit, I'm in the wrong one. No. Espérame. Yeah, I was talking to your friend and he seemed excited. He left me hanging. Can't really do much about it.
Yeah, his genre of movies and shit is horror and shit. Like that's all. Just like yeah. Obviously he likes slashers too, but like he'd be like, "Hey, let's watch a horror movie." I'm like, "Fuck you, bro! Like, I can't try to watch this shit.
I'm
Like
trying
I'm
to
trying to watch it. Like, I'm trying to watch something I could like sleep at the end of the night, and not be traumatized and not be able to sleep."
well, but let's be honest. Slasher's not really horror. It's just more of gore and who wins on the gore faction.
Yeah, I know. I just no. They just don't grab my wanting to watch them.
So, so for instance, you don't like gore, like
It's not no, it's not that I don't like gore. For instance, perfect example. If they make a brand new slasher film today, I'll go watch it. But it has to be a new story. It can't be Halloween. It can't be Friday the 13th. It can't be um Scream. It can't be because all this shit is like a continuation to a story that I haven't even fucking seen any of the movies, so I won't even understand what the hell's going on. You know?
mm,
And sometimes it's a reboot, and I'm like, all right, but a reboot, like, for I know that Halloween right now is in a current reboot of the third series already, and I'm just like, like, so which one, which timeline is this with? Is this with the originals? Is this, you know what I mean? So like, I can't watch it for that reason. I can't get into it now. It's too late.
the cool part about reboots is that it's a continuation of the original one, but you really don't have to see the original one, if you know what I mean.
Sure. I
It's just
mean,
that it's like a, por decirlo, reboot sería como Tron Legacy. You went to go see it. You didn't really know much about part one. You just know that it existed, but you don't really need to see it. That
right.
would be a reboot, as
Okay.
opposed to a straight up remake. A remake is like literally you're watching the whole universe be reborn.
From the beginning, yeah, like
from
the
the
other one
beginning.
that never existed.
Y cómo se llama? It's crazy because Halloween the movie literally has like five storylines. I mean, or five universes if you want to talk into like the MCU style.
And that's what I've heard. That's why I like because when the last one got dropped, I think it was I saw a TikTok video that said, "Hey, let's catch you up on the Halloween before you go see it." And then it's like this is it. And then you jump over to a different timeline, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck this.
Which is funny porque it's basically part one, Halloween one, right? Halloween two, then Halloween three is basically its own universe. So it's basically like Halloween one, right? And then Halloween four, five, and six, technically it's a continuation of the Michael Myers movies, right? So those are all together. Halloween two, one and two, four, five, and six. And then Halloween H2O brings it back to where Halloween one and two left off. So it's just 20 years later, and it's like a reboot in a way, right? So after that is Halloween Resurrection. So you basically have Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween 20 years later, and then Halloween Resurrection. And then they fucked it all up, and they're like, we're going to go with a complete remake, which is Halloween 1 and 2 with Rob Zombie. And then they're like, now, you know what? Let's completely remake this shit, and we'll call it a reboot. So the Halloween that came out in like 2018, esa madre is part two technically. So it erases the original part two, and that becomes its own part two. So basically, it's Halloween, the new Halloween, Halloween kills, and then Halloween ends. Yes, so there's basically five universes to a Halloween universe.
Yeah, too much,
Make it make sense.
too much.
And it's funny because I mean, when you're following the series, like us, me, and you, we only see. We can probably say we watch H2O. I mean, Halloween H2O. If we were to see one, because it's one of the newer ones, 1998. The other ones are all in the 80s. So for us, it's like when we see H2O, we need to like, oh, what's going on? And that's where you're like, oh, I need to rewatch this one. I need to rewatch this one.
Right.
We did, blah, 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 blah. Pero I was going through my favorite channel, Dermit on YouTube, and it basically kills. I mean, it counts all the kills. Easy, like
Like through the entire universe.
through the like let's say Friday the 13th, Halloween, freaking Saw, any movie that's horror related, he'll count it and he'll count the cows and all that. Sometimes he can show you all the deaths. So I was like, I want to remember what kind of cool deaths are there on Halloween. All right, so not a lot, bro. Not a lot. I'm surprised. I'm like, how the hell do I like these movies or this saga? But I think it's because I love the mask. La máscara está chingona. It's so iconic.
Well, I know you made it. You wanted to, and I was just like, I haven't seen anyone, so don't even comment in. But you were like, what's your favorite Halloween kill? The only Halloween kill that I've seen that I could count as my favorite, because it's the only one that I've seen, is from Halloween Kills, I think it is, or probably Halloween Ends, where he kills like all 20 people surrounding him, or like the whole crowd of people that were like,
In the
basically,
neighborhood.
yeah. That's the only scene that I've seen, because the guy that I invited to hop on, he was like, "Yo, watch this movie with me. Like, it's like just watch this scene." I'm like, "All right, fine." He put it on, and I got to the scene. I was like, I mean, that was pretty cool, but that was it. After that, I was like, "Take this shit off. I don't care." Or I ended up leaving over. I was like, I really don't care for the movie, but that was pretty cool. So that's the only cool, like the only scene that I would say my favorite kill would be that one, because it's like 20, 30 different kills, like all in one.
Yeah. And that's it's so funny because they're beating the shit out of him, and all of a sudden it's like, let's get this fucking steroid or let's get this coke in me and let's kill some people. And just and it's funny because that one I believe is part two or well part two of the new ones. That part three
Yeah.
continuation. So it's Halloween ends. For me, I would say from the new movies is gotta be the cuando mata todos los firemen in the beginning. They're like right in the beginning. Right in the beginning, they're saving them from the fire.
The same movie?
Yeah, the same movie. It's the same movie because in part in the on the new ones, Halloween, Michael Myers is left on part one or whatever you want to call it. He's left inside a basement and the house is on fire. So luego ya in part two takes place right after that, and that fool literally escapes the house of fire. And there's like 4, 6 cops, no, perdón, fire guys, and he literally kills all of them, like todos. And that scene is pretty cool because they show you how brutal he really is. I thought it was cool. It's my de las new ones. It's probably one of my favorite kills if it ain't for the Michael Myers kill. Like his death is pretty cool too.
Okay.
And I don't know that what you have to see Halloween ends.
I haven't, yeah.
So that one's Halloween ends is it's not, I can tell you it's not one of my favorites. That's for sure. It's so out there that you're like nah. Like I mean the Curse of Michael Myers is even worse than that shit. And then Resurrection, you got Busta Rhymes, fucking fighting martial arts with Michael Myers, and he goes all Jackie Chan. He's like wah, and he's like I don't know. Like I feel like ¿cómo te puedo decir? They ran out of ideas in a way for Halloween Resurrection. Like they're like, oh, um, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo te puedo decir? At that time estaba la Blair Witch Project. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
All the recording and all that. So they wanted to cash in on that. So they basically made that movie like a hybrid. Like, oh, it's still a movie, but we'll have some like people recording and all that shit.
Found footage.
Ándale. So it's like a slasher dash found footage, and it was like as fuck. Pero sí, ¿cómo se llama? I don't know, man. Like, all of them are so different, and I'm surprised that from all the series, the movies, Michael is one of my favorite killers, but in reality, he's not that great. Like, not sus deaths are not iconic. They're not like Jason Voorhees iconic.
Or like Freddy Krueger's waterbed scene.
Aquí dice Junior Guevara, fuck Halloween. Do you mean the movie or the holiday? ¿Cómo se llama? Like, okay, como Freddy has the most iconic one, que es ¿cómo se llama este baboso? The one that fought his case that looks like
Johnny
me?
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
He don't look like nothing like you, but what the fuck you talking about?
He does look like me, bro. Look.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
okay. First off, he still has his long hair.
Okay. Maybe I look like Jack Sparrow. How about that?
Okay, no, still no.
Me pinto un poquito negro. Like he has that death, ¿verdad? Y luego freaking Friday the 13th tiene un chingo. Because he actually goes like, their model was like, let's like fucking kill and make it like, wow. Yeah, Halloween has more like a storyline, like, oh, there's a story to it, even though it's a fucking slow killing machine.
Right.
Favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day, but you're not Irish. And I can bet you anything you don't know what St. Patrick's means. So you can't really say that. I mean, your last name is not even Irish. It should have been like Junior McGregor Verrara. ¿Cómo se llama? But de todas las movies que nomás has visto, then you've only seen Halloween Ends, which is basically part 2 of the new ones.
I've only seen like 5 minutes, but yeah.
Minutes of it. Is there a reason why? Just because you didn't want to follow with the story?
Basically, I mean, I know that I could like, I mean, but it goes the same thing with everything, like Game of Thrones. I know I want to watch it. It's just I have to get into it from the beginning, and I'm just too lazy to sit there and get into it from the beginning. You know, you're talking about, in this case, Game of Thrones is what, 9 seasons, 10 seasons, whatever it might be. And I'm just like, I ain't trying to sit there through that shit. You know, like now, had I been watching it along with the hype when it first came out, then yeah, I would have enjoyed it. You know, so in this case with Halloween and Friday the 13th and all these, I'm just like, do I really want to watch this movie? And if so, okay, let me go back and watch these other ones. But I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I don't have the want of doing it. It has to be something I really want to watch. For instance, Indiana Jones, the new one that came out. Like I had plans to watch it in theaters, you know, like because I had already seen 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I was like, but let me go ahead and rewatch 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Netflix because they had like released them. And then I ended up watching just 3 and 4. Just I wanted to show Eminem, Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. I was like, hey, watch this part with me. And I was just like, wait, let me just put it on YouTube. That way she could just see it on YouTube instead of putting the whole damn movie.
Yeah, like 30. You can do like what 30 minutes or like a 2 hour movie like in 45 minutes
Yeah,
because they cut off a lot. And sometimes you can find where they can speed it up as well, la voice.
yeah.
Pero sí, like I see what you mean. I see what you mean about trying to rewatch all the movies. If you, I can say like this: Halloween 3, which is Season of the Witch, which is not a Michael Myers movie, that probably has the best kills, but it's not a Michael Myers movie. So that's the one that I'm telling you that it takes place like on its own universe, right? And it's kind of like it's so out there that you're like, wow, okay. And they literally, aquí dice Armando Llano, Halloweenies. Yes, we're talking about the Halloween movies, Mondo. If you have a favorite Halloween kill, put it in the comment section. And if I remember it, I'll let you know if it was good or not. Same with you, Junior Guevara. I know that you love green, but right now it's Halloween. Oh, that rhymed. I should become a rapper. Call me MC Rallas.
No, just drop it. Just drop it right now, bro. Too tired. Hang him up.
So like for instance, best way I can put it is this: watch Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, whenever you have a chance, even on YouTube. Yeah, even on YouTube, and then you can like, okay, let me put it away, and then you watch Halloween 1 and 2, H2O and Resurrection, and then you can put it away, and then you can watch Halloween, the new Halloween, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. Yeah, you can put it away. You can skip the Rob Zombie movies because fuck Rob Zombie and fuck his redneck Michael Myers. Okay, because that fucker was a redneck in that movie. Aquí dice, I will. This Halloween cuando te desaparezcan. Cálmate, ni que fueras Michael Myers. Hey, you actually have the build to be like Michael Myers because you're that big and shit. Maybe si te pones una máscara estás igual de grandote. No gordote because Michael was probably buff. Um, the only thing that took me away from the new Halloween movies, William, that the guy is 60 years old and he's overpowering people.
Well, that's because he's not a human. He's
Oh,
not a human, right?
and,
He's
and in the new ones, he's kind of a human. And then at the end, he's just pure evil.
that's an evil spirit.
It's like, but he's just pure evil. No te enseñan que es demonic or something. Well, on the original 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, he's possessed by the spirit of Thorn or algo así, que is like a demon or something like that. So that's why he's able to do all that shit. But then if you ignore it because of Halloween H2O and Resurrection, he's just a human again. So it's like even Halloween 1, 2, 3, and 4, Halloween 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can kind of still say that he's a human because it's until part 6 where they say that he's cursed. So it's like they're like, oh, we're running out of ideas. Fuck it, que sea un brujo. Y lo que dice, favorite Halloween is when Theo Myers scared the whole standard. So I'm guessing there was a guy que su homie Tino scared everyone on standard. Oh, Fito Myers. That's some people in Santa Ana probably. I'm not sure if it's go Tino or Fito. So this was saying Tino, this was saying Fito. So get it straight, guys. Get it straight. Get your story straight. I will say this. If I have to give an honorable mention, William, it's part 2 of the original. It's just a kid wearing a mask. He's not trying to scare anyone. Y el doctor, he's like, Michael, stop. Y pues el morro se espanta. And he's like, what the fuck? And he starts running. Y lo más viene de repente un pinche carro, un cop car, crashes into the teenager, slams them into a fucking van, and then that shit explodes. It's an honorable mention to me because it's so random. You're like, you wouldn't expect that shit así out of nowhere to just le pegan al morro and then they just squish him into a truck, exploding that shit. That was probably for me, honorable mention because it happens out of nowhere and it's not even Michael Myers doing the killing. That's what's cool about it.
But it still counts.
It still counts because it wasn't a Halloween movie. Está como la de Season of the Witch, la que se ponen las máscaras y que if you in the movie on Halloween day they're gonna put an episode with the music y según la máscara te consume la cara and it puts like bugs and all that shit. So you end up dying because you have the mask on. And it's just 3 masks. And the Irish boss wants to kill everyone in the world, todos los kids. I don't know. For some reason, he just wants to do that, even though he was a kid himself, right? So there is a badass death on this fool snitches in the corporation. And then the evil guys, los artificial intelligent aliens or whatever they are, they literally go to the snitch, they get his head, and then they just literally snap it off. They're just like, you must be like gushing blood. And I was like, okay. I'm like, that has to be a badass death. And it's probably one of the best ones. Again, it takes place on a universe que no existe Michael Myers. And it's not even a death by Michael Myers. So if I have to choose a death from Michael Myers, it's probably going to be la vieja que la matan in a boiling water. It's like he plunges her into Halloween 2. He plunges her into the boiling water. She pops out. Se está quemando la pinche cara. She puts her back in. Se sale. It's fucking her face is melting because it's so hot. And then all this time I'm thinking, ¿por qué la mano no se le quema al güey? Why is it just her? He's not wearing gloves. He's literally just dumping her head.
Yeah.
Why is his hand not getting hot or melting in her faces? I want to say that this is more tender than your face, maybe.
Well, but I mean, do you see I obviously haven't seen the movie or anything, but when you see it in the movie, do you see his hand going in the water as well?
Well, he's dumping her in the water. Yeah,
Doesn't mean your hand goes in there?
I want to say he wants to go in there. I'm not sure. I will need to rewatch it, but I want to say his hand to like literally thump someone and drown him.
Yeah.
It has to go in there. So it's a drowning, burning kill. So it's So you're not only you're struggling against a very strong, powerful villain or monster or whatever you want to call him, pero te están ahogando and the fucking water's hot. Like just the thought of it, you're like, fuck. Si apenas me quemo con agua caliente que está 130 degrees. Imagine if they boil that shit all the way to 210.
Yeah.
That's going to burn.
212. 212 is a rolling boil, and then it drops down to 210.
Well, you learned that shit at Chipotle or something?
I did, yes. You need to Surf Safe certified.
¿Cómo se llama? There's this, like in Halloween H2O, there's this stupid ass scene that I hated. They were literally watching a movie, ¿verdad? And they're watching Scream 2. Right? And so the guy's watching on the TV Scream 2. This is what I hate about it. Because in Scream 1, la movie de Scream 1, cuando Randy Meeks is explaining what to do and what not to do, he's literally watching the movie of Halloween, part 1. And H2O takes place as part 3 to the original, right? So yo me quedo entre mí, I'm like, so you're telling me these guys are watching Scream 2. So in a universe where they're watching Scream 2, that means that there's got to be a Scream 1. And in Scream 1, está la original movie de Halloween, which Halloween H2O takes place 20 years after. Isn't that weird?
Say that one more time.
Wake up on this one, all right? Okay. So está Halloween, right? Está Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Y lo está Halloween 2 that takes place right after that. And then it's Halloween H2O, which is 20 years later.
Right, yeah.
Okay, now let's just leave it at that. Then está Scream. Takes place in 1996, right? And in 1996, the high schoolers watching a movie. And it's Halloween, the 1978 movie, ¿verdad? Halloween 1, yes. All right. And then Scream 2 happens in 1997, right? So like 2 years later. All right. Now let's come back to Halloween H2O, which takes place in 1998 because it's 20 years later from part
a year
1.
after Scream 2.
A year after, huh? So they're showing literally the Scream 2 movie on the Halloween H2O movie. Okay, they're watching that movie a year later, por decirlo like así. But in reality, I'm like, if there's Scream 2 on that universe and they're watching it as a movie, that means that there's got to be a Scream 1. And inside of Scream 1, they're watching the Halloween movie, which is basically part 1 to Halloween 20 years later.
Right, yeah.
It's algo que me emputa because I'm a fan of movies. And I'm like, you can't do that. I'm sorry, you can't do that. It's like in the Avengers.
Which one was fucking... There's a movie, I think it's got to be this No, I think it's this new Halloween movie that came out, either Ants or Kills or some other movie. But it's like they're watching a movie and it's called Slasher or whatever. But it's basically Scream, but they call it Slasher. But I don't fuck or some shit. I don't remember what fucking movie it was, but I saw that and I was just like, so it's like you're saying, it's essentially their movie watching it inside their movie, basically.
Yeah. Oh well, it's okay. In the movies, in the movie, Scream, sacan la movie Stab.
That one, there you, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's
Pero,
what it
pero
is.
in a way that makes sense because it's por decirlo Scream 1 and it's a happens, right?
Right,
And then
yeah,
Scream 2, they made the movie Stab 1 or Stab, and it's basically the
Scream one,
based on a true story.
right,
And Scream 3 is basically Stab 2.
right, yeah,
And it
yeah,
go
yeah,
and
yeah.
so on and so on. Pero
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's the one that I was referring to because the new freaking what was it Scream movie that came out last year, I think Scream 4, I think it was,
Scream
I
6.
don't know, or 6, whatever, yeah, that one, and that's where they were watching that movie. I was just like, so event again, I'm not into slasher films and stuff like that, but I saw that, I was just like, so they're basically watching the Scream movie inside of the Scream movie.
Yes.
And again, it was my homie that I invited to the thing. He was like, yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, okay, got it.
Yeah, la única diferencia que when it comes to the stat movies, um, there's like by the time that is part three, oh no, but by the time that is Scream 4, there's already like 7 stat movies, and they show you like so it's like every other movie. They're like based on a true story, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then
Right,
all of a sudden it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not based on a true story no more. So haz de cuenta que in the movie realm of Scream, Stab 2 are based on a true story, Stab 3 is based on a true story, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, because we see part 4, they're already on part 7. So though
right,
basically for them, that's all made up, and then they redo they're gonna remake Stab,
right.
just like in real life, just like in real life, which is fucking in a way is ¿cómo te puedo decir? It's a running joke with Hollywood, nosotros. Because we want this so bad, they just remake that shit. Let's remake it, let's rebuild it, let's reboot it, let's prequel it. Y se hacen todas esas pinches movies que some are good, some are good, some are good. Not. I mean, Halloween classic, right? 10 out of 10 is your creep movie. It's your creeper movie. Halloween 2, I can say 9 out of 10. Right, 9 out of 10. All right. Favorite Scream scene when Scream chased the girl and she fell on the sprinklers with her. That's from Scary Movie way. My mess. Well, I mean, it's essentially the same one, but if you're talking about the comedy one, esa es con Scary Movie. You're talking about the organic one. I don't think she runs on the sprinklers. That's on Scary Movie, cabrón. But me myself, Scary Movie is a great Scream movie. That's it's badass. So the most iconic thing for Halloween is basically one thing that is in line with every single movie. Michael Myers hates white walls or plain walls because
Right.
every time he
Hmm.
lives someone, y lo mata y lo entierra against the wall, he decorates it because he always does this. Every movie he does something, y malas así. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
he's praising his art. Pero cómo se llama? If you can say, I know that you say you don't watch slasher movies because you don't want to go back and watch the older movies. Have you seen any of the Friday the 13th movies?
yeah.
Tampoco.
No, I haven't seen it. Nothing. I mean, the only things I've seen in a chronological order would be Conjuring, but that's not even slasher. That's horror. The one,
That is
two,
hard.
and then all that other shit. But when it comes up to like those movies again, because unless they were to start a brand new movie franchise today with a whole different killer, and it's just a brand new one, then I'll be like, let's go ahead and jump into it and go ahead and watch this new series. Saw, perfect example. Saw. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however many they dropped. Eventually, I got tired of them and stopped watching. But I did see Saw movies, like from the beginning. But and that's in a way kind of slasher.
It is a slasher because it. So the definition of a slasher is cuchillos, right?
Right,
Blades, chopping stuff, all that. So technicamente, Saw does fall in the ¿cómo se llama? In the category of a slasher. However, ¿cómo se llama esa? There's a specific word that rhymes with like porn, but I was like gore something. So it falls under another subtitle que es como gore, like which is ¿cómo se llama la movie where they torture people? Hostel. So it's like Hostel, Saw, Hatchet is a slasher dash gore. So because se concentra más in like decapitations and shit like that.
right,
So that's why technically originally Saw was a slasher until it became more of a gore fest and they celebrated as that because it's not really no one killing anyone. It's
right,
themselves killing themselves.
right.
Y como se llama y Hostel is mostly torture. Oh, there you go. It's called torture porn. So Saw is torture porn. It's the Hostel is torture porn
Hold
because
on. You said there's a word that rhymes with porn. Motherfucker, that was not the case. It was just that was not the case at all.
yes, it's more of a add-on. It's an add-on to the porn, right? So just put it over here. So instead of watching tits and having sex and all that shit, you're watching guts, blood. In this case, sería pinche honey. Most of the time, it's honey, like red syrup,
Right.
because you're not gonna put someone red chemicals on your mouth unless it's syrup. Even some of the zombie genres after Saw and Hostel became more of a torture porn. Gore. Ya empezaron a ver las guts más mucho, like a lot more exaggerated. Y if you look at Halloween, that's what a lot of people liked about it, that it didn't lean too much out there. Like it stayed its realm. You can kind of say the original one for gore was Friday the 13th, porque ese tenía más like decapitations and shit like that. Y cómo se llama, in part 6, the curse, they try to push that more, like, oh, let's have him chop heads off and all that shit, which a lot of people didn't like because Michael Myers is just a simple killer with a big ass chef knife, los grandotes, los que vendías tú.
Yeah.
Y cómo se llama, he wasn't as gore. And even if you watch the movies, las new ones, they're not so gory. Like even when he's killing everyone, he's not like really like decapitating them and all that. He's just using his knife, using his hand, breaking necks and all that shit. It's almost like if he's human, which makes it cool. If you think about it. If you
I
think about
mean,
it.
yeah. Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Because look, Jason Voorhees, part 2, 3, and 4, he's a human. And then after in 5, he's an imposter. Part 6 and on, he's a demon or a zombie, whatever you want to call him, right? Freddy Krueger's a demon. ¿Cómo se llama? Scream, they're humans, but it's never the same person. It's always different. So it's one of those movies where you have to guess who's the killer. Okay? Y luego Michael Myers, like I said, in most of the movies, he's a human. He's just the embodiment of pure evil. That's why they call him the. ¿Cómo le dicen in the movie? They call him the. I escaped my fucking. The figure? No. The shape. I don't know why. The shape. Raul, who is your best scary character? Scary as in like horror, or like horror character que has visto en muchas movies. Because remember, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and even Freddy, they're not scary, but they are in technically a horror movie. Technicality. So if you can express your question a little bit better, I'll let you know. William doesn't watch horror, but if you can choose one horror movie, or not horror, but what would be a scary character to you que te espantó?
Character. I don't know. The Exorcist. Perfect. There you go. Like the original Exorcist, where bitch comes down climbing the fucking stairs and then backwards and shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. Nope. Not doing that ever again. That's the reason why I don't watch horror movies. because of that. I'll go on the fucking show. Leprechaun, that's a good one too. No, but then the reason I would fucking find Leprechaun so fucking scary up until um I forgot what Leprechaun it was, where there was that bald gangster and
Oh,
he was
Park.
like blow this fool up or whatever, and then Leprechaun was like, did somebody say blow? And he just
Oh,
like blows the inside of the stomach or whatever. But like at that point, I'm no longer found them scary, you know. But before that, I was just like, yeah, motherfucker was scary, you know.
it was
But
more of
it's
the
that
face.
it was what?
It was more of the face. It was he was
Yeah,
a
it was a
scary
face, yeah,
figure.
yeah. So it was Leprechaun. Exorcist was just fucking traumatizing as shit. Every time I fucking shower and close my eyes, I picture that bitch, you know, like, oh, can't do that. And then finally, the third one was Jeepers Creeper. Um,
Jeepers Creepers.
yep.
If you knew what that fool did, the original writer director of Jeepers Creepers, that was a child molester,
No,
a registered child molester.
right.
And if you watch the movies, what is he hunting?
Well, I guess with children because they're in high school. So yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
crazy, huh?
yeah,
And like and he feeds on fear.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's why like a lot of people don't really like that movie anymore because if you put like it's like a metaphor. A lot of people are saying
Yeah, it's a
he's
metaphor. Yeah,
monkey. It's in nothing. La verdad, Jeepers Creepers, la part one, at least part one.
one.
It's
Yeah,
it's good. You know, it's good. It's not scary. Until you see what it is. Until you see what it is, he saca sus wings, and it was kind of crappy after that. But other than that, like till the very end, like he's a very creepy character.
yeah. Hmm.
It's not a cat house and shit like that. Yeah, yeah. Aquí said, yeah, like movie character. I said it in my podcast, Friday the 13th, que my favorite character is the Scream, which is Ghostface. Pero because Ghostface is played by 7 different characters, so tiene su own personality, just the same voice. So if you guys want to include him, ¿quién dije que iba a decir? Michael Myers. It's just la máscara. Me dejo llevar por la máscara. It's just something about him. It's the 13 movies. I better wait up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the remix, which I don't like. Y luego 1, 2, 3. That's like 11 or 10 movies. Que es media la misma máscara, which is in reality, it's not the same face. If you watch all the movies, it's not the same mask. And every single time it looks even worse. I think the one that sucked balls, I think was part 4. The one that has, or part 5, has the worst mask de todas. Y I think la de H2O está chingona, se mira bien menacing. And you just gotta pay attention to the detail, and you can tell that it's a different mask, and ones that look better than the other ones. You know who's William
Is
Shatner? Huh?
is H2O? Nah, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say is H2O the one in space, but that would be Friday the 13th, wouldn't it?
Friday the
Friday,
13th, tiene Leprechaun and Jason both go to space. So
right?
it's Jason X.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Jason
Jason X.
X
That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah.
y Leprechaun in space. Yeah, that's what it's called, Leprechaun in space. Aquí dicen Junior Guevara, dice, what about you, Will? He said it. He said que es like Jeepers Creepers, Leprechaun, y The Exorcist. And The Exorcist is like phenomenal.
Like the original one, like yeah, that's the one. I could I can't even say I could see the other ones because no, I fucking can't. The original one was the one that fucking got me and traumatized me, and that's the one that said, "Well, you can no longer watch horror films for the rest of your life."
But what do you
That
mean
was
by the original? Express on
like the original movie, the original Exorcist movie,
Okay,
the
okay,
one where she's coming down the stairs, like
okay.
falling backwards. You know, yeah.
Hold that thought. The original movie does not have that scene
Then
because it
whatever
was
the fucking movie that was that I saw, it was the original one for me.
so okay. So the one that we saw, the one that we've seen many, many times, the one that petrified both of us, did not have that scene because it was too scary for people. They said that they had to remove that because it was too scary at that time, which is 1974 or 72 at that time. So when they remastered it and basically made it like into DVD, Blu-ray, and all that shit, that's when they took it out. Y ya es donde sale así corriendo. Or, ugh.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, for sure, Scary Movie made fun of it.
Yes, yes. So
And that's the Exorcist. That one, obviously not the scary movie, but that Exorcist is the one that I remember.
ujú. Y cómo se llama even la de ¿cómo se llama la de ay, ¿cómo se llama esta? Hay una la pinche el güey de Eugenio Derbez. You know how he had his show, right? Where they make fun of
Mhm.
stuff. También
Yeah.
le hizo burla a The Exorcist, que era la ex tortista, que era una girl que se come una torta que está mala and she becomes
Oh yeah.
y que es una gorda que no va a creer la de tonto, va chocando con todo. You look like Freddy Krueger. Who, William or me? Because I'm more handsome, I think.
That's debatable. Actually, not even a debate at all. I got you by like 10 miles, bro.
Please. Las aquí, who wins, Leprechaun versus Chucky? Dice Junior Guevara que Leprechaun. William, take it away. Who wins?
Leprechaun hands down, bro. It's Leprechaun. Motherfucker could has special abilities. Like Chucky is just a slasher. He's just running with a fucking knife. All you gotta do is just lock him in the cage and you're good. Leprechaun just hands down.
I mean, if we go by the bride of Chucky, lo malo tiraron al puto hoyo, and that was it. He couldn't do shit no more.
See?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I have Leprechaun. Leprechaun can blow your chest out. He can literally penetrate your body. Yeah, easily, hands down. Leprechaun wins in a battle. Now, I would say this to you, William: who wins in a battle? Human Jason or human Michael?
Shit. I don't know. It's gotta be Jason, though. I mean, oh, actually, Jason, just because when it comes down to it, like you said, I mean, obviously you can't go based on movies, but you go based on movies. Like you said, Michael Myers hardly has any, you know, kills for that matter. As for Jason, has a body count, you know,
I will tell you
just
this.
just basing it on that fact.
I will tell you this. Jason got hurt many times as a human, and you can hear him moaning because he gets hurt. Michael got 6 shots on part 1, and then 5 more shots on part 2, which takes place on the same day. That's 11 shots. And then he got a fucking exploding building on him with fire, and he still managed to go on to do H2O.
Well, see, but here's the thing: even if you get shot, I mean, it's not guaranteed you're dead. Look at 50 Cent; he got shot hundreds.
You're stupid. You got a point there. I mean that Jason. Yeah, we're talking about that. We're just talking about human Jason versus human Michael. It's because if it's zombie Jason will take him out in a heartbeat. I will say this: Michael Myers human is stronger than Jason because that fucker lifts people. He just literally lifts people with one hand and then he stabs the shit out of them. Like I never saw human Jason ever do that. He used a weed whacker. He used machetes. He used pitchforks. He used many things. I never saw him lift someone and stab him. Fucking Michael like los explota la cabeza like, but no le sale el ojo, ¿verdad? No le sale. I'm just nomás a pura pressure and shit. That's aquí. He's better one. Here's a better one. Leatherface versus Myers. Shit. Well, Leatherface has an electric thing. It's long.
Who the fuck Leatherface?
Leatherface is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, okay.
They're both human. One's bigger. I have to give it to my boy Michael. He's more cerebral. He has more IQ. El otro es todo like, oh, todo pendejote and shit. That fool literally fucking cuts himself with a chainsaw. That's how stupid he is. You need to see a lot of movies like that too. Like that movie, Leatherface, is muchos dicen que es the original, ¿cómo se llama? Slasher, because it came out before Michael Myers. It's just that it's not that popular like Michael Myers.
I mean, that's the one that was based on a true story, right?
That one's based on a true story, yes. Yeah. I mean, most of them do, no? Nah, no es cierto.
Not at all.
No, but yeah, like to me, no es por nada, but yo pienso que yeah, Michael's probably beats beats Jason, human Jason, and definitely beats Leatherface. Um, I'll give this other question. I saw his house when I went. For there's no such thing. You have to be like out there in the fucking desert, guy.
No, there is.
There is
His
a
house
house,
is.
but I think it's in the desert. It's not like así una pinche casa regular.
Well, I mean, fucking Texas is basically a desert, but like I actually just saw a TikTok right now, like not even that long ago. That was like I was driving by and my car and my trailer broke down. I'm pretty sure he didn't really break down, but he's like my trailer broke down, and I'm not sure if I should go ask this house for help. It's the only house in the area though, and he pointed to that house, which is Leatherface's house. But I don't know. Obviously, I'm sure it didn't break down, but so yeah, it's visible from a drive.
Okay, I did, güey. I passed by. And, I don't know. Es que a veces te avientas unas pinches mentirotas, güey. Here's a good one. Leprechaun versus Freddy. Now, I can have it two ways for you, William. We can fight in Freddy's realm in the dream world, or you can bring out Freddy to the human world where Leprechaun is at. Leprechaun will have powers on both. Freddy only has powers in the dream
In the
world.
dream world, yeah.
In the dream world, Freddy will kick his ass.
Well, yeah, because he controls,
He's
you know,
taller. He has reach advantage. He has a better jab. He can extend his arms. He can become a
and,
big ass mouth. He has a lot of. He has faces as nipples.
and see, and well, but even in the real world, Freddy would win because all he has to do is wait for Leprechaun to fall asleep. Game over.
No, my. Oh yeah, and
That's
Leprechaun
it.
does go to sleep. He does. He does sleep.
Yeah,
Porque en cuál movie en The Hood es donde las
in the
marihuanas.
hood, yeah, 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 yeah.
I forgot about that shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. So yeah, it would be a funny fight though because both are shit talkers.
Yeah.
Like just imagine las pendejadas que harían como I mean en la de what is it Back to the Hood or is it In the Hood? I forgot which one it is. Not Back to the Hood Part 2. Le tiran le hace Leprechaun le dan algo and he's like, "What's up, my ninja?" He technically
Oh yeah,
ninja
I remember that shit.
N
Yeah,
word.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was like, wow, they went there. And I mean, it was funny and hilarious, but I'm not black. So I don't know if that's offensive. Maybe that joke will not be passed these days because people are sensitive these days. Like
Yeah, probably. Because I'm trying to think of if I have seen that anywhere recently, but
not, it's because
not.
you got to remember que Warwick Davis, the guy who played Leprechaun, he's white. And I don't know if the writers were white or black, but let's say if they
Right.
were white and the director's white, they're like, oh, they try to say the N word because they're
Yeah,
sensitive.
yeah,
And instead of taking the movie like, oh, he's a leprechaun and he's trying to be funny, like
right, yeah,
trying to fit in. So yo lo miro así, but then again, like I said, I'm not black. Like Speedy Gonzalez was created by a white man. I don't find it offensive. I don't find it offensive, but because they have slow Juan or algo así, su primo, que es bien huevón, and people find that offensive. I'm like, bro, we have lazy Mexicans too. I'm like, we
yeah.
have speedy Mexicans and we have lazy Mexicans. I'm like, I see it as a joke because I'm like, it's a stereotype and I find it funny, but because it's a white person that created that, it's racist. I'm like, no, you're just sensitive.
Yeah, because isn't that why they were trying to cancel it or whatever? And Gabriel was the one that came out to defend it, like, hey, we're not canceling it because by Gabriel I mean Fluffy, because he's like, I'm the one that's gonna voice it in the movie, and we can't, like, it's all good or whatever.
Aquí dice, yeah, Will's that one. So the story you were saying about the car?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Later on, I'll get back on TikTok and I'll go to my recently viewed videos and I'll literally send it to you.
all right, ya dijiste. Pero me lo mandas a mí, güey. Siempre lo mandas a keep your cool. I'm never in there. I was like, it versus Leprechaun. This one just wants Leprechaun to win. I swear he wants Leprechaun to win. I don't know if I can give him that either because fucking it's badass. But he's a spider. If you can get him in the spider form, yeah. And the new It is more creepier than the other one. For sure, hands down. Pennywise, they're both unique in their own way. Leprechaun, I didn't see the new one where it basically is part 2 to part 1. But yes, they rebooted the movie. I don't know if it's the same actor. It's because Leprechaun, he's easy to defeat with the fucking 4-leaf clover. You find a 4-leaf clover, you can beat him. He's not. Leprechaun's probably the weakest one of all those villains. If I want, I mean, he might be. Yeah, he's stronger than Jason's mom, Jason Voorhees' mom.
I'm trying to think of one where, I mean, besides Chucky, where Leprechaun could come out on top.
Okay, Scream, Ghostface, obviously, because he's a human. So anything that's human, Leprechaun can defeat
Yeah,
because he has the powers. He has the power to penetrate and all that shit. Because even with Chucky, if he tries to penetrate his leg or his body, as long as the heart's still there, Chucky can still move and kill. So if he says, "Cuida Leprechaun," he can stab him in the head, and that's it for Leprechaun. I want to say, hey, but I mean, you just can't fuck with Chucky, bro. And if you go by the new series that because it takes place with the same universe, Chucky's literally like 40 Chuckies. So even if you kill one, maybe there's 39 more.
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, no, but still no. That's just trying to find. That's just trying to find a case for Chucky. But no, Chucky's losing it.
What do you have against Chucky, fool?
No, nothing. It's just he's gonna lose that battle. I'm sorry, but he is. But really, beside that, I don't find anybody else. Like
I
you
don't
said,
think
Chucky
Leprechaun.
and Scream is the only two that I could see losing 100%. But
Uh, th-
beside
th-
that,
this one's a really stupid question. You always have to ruin it. X-Men versus Green Goblin, bro. Fucking Wolverine will body that motherfucker left and right. Body him. So that's a. Imagine the X-Men all together. No, my man.
well, first off, Wolverine can't even die.
Yeah,
I
so you would
mean,
body him. He would fucking
yeah,
body him.
by himself.
It would be like Canelo versus Charlo. No, but ¿cómo se llama? What, like, you know what would be a good kick-ass fight? The horror, and it would be very very close. It would be este way de, ay, ¿cómo se llama esa pinche mujer? Magneto will destroy him. Not if it's bone claws. Yeah, but we're not.
No, but no. He's talking about Magneto destroying Green Goblin. I think. I think he's saying destroying Wolverine.
Oh, okay. If he's saying it that way, because I know that I mentioned Wolverine, he'll say it right now. ¿Cómo se llama? El Chavo versus Kiko. Chavo, hands down. Chavo, hands down. Kiko's a crybaby, de todo llora y me agüita el güey. Y no vive en un barril, vive en el 8.
Damn. You know who his neighbor? Nadal. He lives in the 6.
No. Correct, Will. Okay, yeah. So you're saying that Magneto will body Green Goblin? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Which is the horror fight that I was talking about?
No, hold on, bro. If you actually think about the fucking question, who can Green Goblin actually beat against the X-Men? Because I don't think he can beat anyone.
Probably Nightcrawler.
Nah, ain't no
Yeah,
fucking way, bro.
yeah.
No, you're talking about a motherfucker who could teleport. He's a fucking mutant.
Yeah, but Green
Green
Goblin.
Goblin is also a human. You took away
Green
his suit.
Goblin has
What
an
happened?
IQ. He's very smart.
So what?
He's very smart. I would put money on that fight. I would put money that Green Goblin beats Nightcrawler.
I don't see that happening.
Personally,
I do not see that happening.
I can see it.
All you gotta do is Nightcrawler has to literally teleport onto his back and just break his neck. That's it.
And Green Goblin can put a bomb in there,
Then they both did, but
and he still wins then because Nightcrawler died.
they both die.
I'm saying that Green Goblin beats Nightcrawler. He beats Rogue. He beats. No, not Storm. Storm's fucking. She's a god. ¿Quién es el otro güey? Probably the fire guy. I forgot his name.
Pyro?
Pyro, yes, Pyro. I don't think he beats Iceman. Iceman's very underrated. I don't think he beats Iceman. Se da un tú por tú con Gambit. Yes, I said it. Un tú por tú.
No.
Yes.
They have the same fucking powers, bro. One has a metal shield, the other one doesn't.
One has more IQ. You gotta remember, you got to put IQ, bro. You have to put IQ.
You're talking about Channing Tatum versus versus what's his name? The other fucker played Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe.
There you go. Channing Tatum was William Dafoe, but like,
I like I said, I'll put money on that fight. It's like, for instance, Wolverine versus Zombie Jason. They both can't. Well, one can die, but who would win?
Wolverine.
How? Jason's stronger,
He'll cut him into pieces, into a million pieces.
and machete. Dafu doesn't have a machete to fight back.
What? Okay, so you have to understand when you're holding a machete, which by the way I was using one earlier today to chop down some shit over here. But when you have a machete, you literally have to hold it with basically two hands, and you have to
You haven't seen the
you have to
movie.
like yeah, I know, but you have to when you're basically fighting with your fist, all you can do is just basically punch a whole bunch of times with obviously claws in this case. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna win that fight. You chop the hand off, and what do you gotta do now?
It's a zombie Jason. He can kill you with his boot. Here's a good one: Freddy versus Pinhead. I like this one. Fuck that one. Pinhead. Well, I mean, if you send him to the dream world, Freddy's almost untouchable there. Fuck, that one's a good one, but I have to give it to Freddy. All his shit talking that he'll probably get into Pinhead's head for all the shit talking. And then Pinhead needs help. He needs like four other guys, four what's it called? Xenogods to help him out. Or Xenodemons? I forgot what they're called. ¿Cómo se llama? He needs them to fight back. And Freddy is just by himself with his mouth, his claw, and his dream powers. I would give it to Freddy. Not by a lot, by just a tad bit. He handled Jason with ease when he was in the dream world. In the human world, well, yeah, nobody will be Pinhead, I think, in the human world, because that fool has powers in space or in Earth, in the future, in the past. And I'm pretty sure he would have powers in the dream world, but Freddy's almost unstoppable in the dream world. I don't think no one can beat him in the dream world. I would say this: Ash Ketchum. I'm not. What the fuck? Ash Williams from the Evil Dead. Ashley Williams versus Texas Chainsaw would be a badass fucking, or Leatherface would be a badass fight. They both have chainsaws. They're both humans, except Ashley Williams has a sawed-off shotgun. And he fights like zombies. So that would be a perfect fight. And I think they did it in the comics. Leatherface versus Ash. And I know that fool handled Jason and Freddy on the comics. Yes, William. That happened in the comics, and Ashley won. He beat both of them. And they were going to make the movie. But then Ashley, or the actor, Bruce Campbell, the one who says, "What's your name?" He's
Big Trouble in Little China? No, that's Kurt Russell.
No, that's Kurt Russell. He comes out in Spider-Man. He's like, "What's your name?" And he's like,
I don't know who Bruce Campbell is, but I'm trying to think of that one movie that that action movie he made back in 2008. With
My Name is Bruce.
Is it that one? No, is it?
Maybe.
Something Little Hollywood? No, I don't know.
Something Little Hollywood.
I don't know.
I will need to rewatch. I will need to go back to his list. But he's basically, for the people in the comments, Bruce Campbell is the announcer for Spider-Man 1. Cuando he's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "The Human Spider." And it's like, "Spider-Man." That's Ashley Williams from the original Evil Dead. If you guys can't remember Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, he's the guy with el que está vendiendo los tickets. Que no deja entrar a Spider-Man, que le dice, "Oh, your shoes untie. Oh, fuck, your corbata y todo eso," y al último lo manda a la verga. And then in part 3, I forgot who he plays on part 3. But he also plays a character on Spider-Man. And then on the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange, he plays fucking the hot dog guy. Like está vendiendo hot dogs.
At the end of the movie? Oh, and yeah, throughout the movie, yeah, because
yes.
He becomes paralyzed or whatever.
And what's the reason why is he the only guy who comes out in like 2 different universes of Spider-Man and all that? Is because fucking Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi are like camotes. They're like buddies. And he was his first guy for the Evil Dead. And because he liked him so much, he reused them in almost every single movie that he's ever done. And I think he also came out in The Quick and the Dead as a cowboy.
And Sam Raimi directed Motors of Venice.
Yes, sir. That's why it was scary.
Oh, that's right. That's with the fucking stupid ass witch. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Cuando van en el
Yeah,
tunnel.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Also,
yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
completely.
It felt creepy. Like I was like,
Um,
oh shit, oh shit.
well, because I know like I was gonna take Evelyn to watch it, but then when I heard like, hey, like it might be a little scary for kids, I was just like, let me go watch it by myself first, and then I'll take her. And I
Hmm.
went, and I was just like, oh yeah, definitely not a movie for her.
Really? You think it's too? It was too scary?
For her, yeah.
My kids screamed, but they were excited. I mean, it's not that much of a long scene, pero sí, like sí para pararte los pelos. You know, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like it gets creepy. It gets creepy really fast.
Yeah.
Y cómo se llama? But no, like he was a director of that one, and Sam Raimi also directed la de la pinche bruja con el güey de Jeepers Creepers. Drag Me to Hell.
Mm.
That one was I love that one. Drag Me to Hell. Candyman versus Pinhead. Well, that depends. Is Pinhead gonna say Candyman? someone has to bring him out, but I would go Pinhead on that one. They're both spirits. I mean, well, Candyman's more of a spirit. No, what do you mean more? He is. He is a fucking spirit. So I don't know if the chains would work on him because he's technically a spirit, but anywho, I would go Pinhead on that. You, William? Who would you go on that one?
Um, I honestly don't know. I've seen pictures of Pinhead, but I don't know how the movies go or what the fuck he does. Um, and Candyman obviously has been a long ass time since that movie. I've even seen that movie.
You didn't see the
You know,
remake?
no, I did not see the remake. No, I wasn't interested. I think,
Look,
but
it's a
yeah,
remake.
no. I mean, I could have seen it. I remember seeing trailers for it. I didn't really care for it. You know, again, horror movies not my thing.
Not your thing. Not your thing. Okay, okay. But entonces en tiempos de Halloween, you don't at least try to binge watch unas two horror movies?
Fuck no, bro. What the fuck?
Halloween, fool. You have to.
Hell no. I mean, you ain't gotta do shit. I'm trying to sleep. Like, like I'm telling you, the only horror movies that I've seen, especially as of recently, would be the whole Conjuring series. You know, and that's
Oh, so
basically it.
you've actually seen todas esas.
So it's Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, what is it, Annabelle, I think. I think that's part of that universe.
Yes,
Um,
Annabelle create. Well, how many Annabelles are there? One, two, and three? Yeah, three.
I have no idea.
I thought
I think
Annabelle,
mm,
Annabelle Origins, or the origin of Annabelle, or something like that. And Annabelle Comes Home. What do you think
like
is a serious one?
I've seen Annabelle, I haven't seen the other two. I've seen the first two Conjurings, and I think what's the Nun, right? I think is also part of that world.
The Nun is part of that world. Yes.
I have not seen it, but you know that's also like, that's all I've only seen basically one and two, Conjuring 1 and 2, and Annabelle. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. ¿Cómo se llama? I would say this: if you want to get creeped out, or let's say you're with your girlfriend or una amiga and you just want to hug her, I would say Annabelle, the prequel, which is part two, is better than the first Annabelle, and then Annabelle Comes Home is scarier than Annabelle. So basically, the prequel is good, then the Annabelle sucks, and then Annabelle Comes Home is good. It's good as well. I would want to say that that one's even more scarier than the Conjuring. Was the last one? What's the last one called? Ah, the Conjuring, the Truth. Well, I don't know something. What was the last one? The Conjuring.
I don't fucking know. I think there is one more though, but I don't remember the name of it though.
Okay, so there's Conjuring one.
The is it the Red Door? No, no.
The Red Doors, Insidious.
Oh yeah, that is Insidious. Oh yeah.
I haven't
Oh
seen
yeah,
that one.
I've seen those as well. Yeah, but
Oh, you,
I
you do
don't.
watch some horror movies.
No, the only reason why I fucking watch them is because again, this motherfucker's the only one that hey, let's watch it. Like I ain't trying to watch this, but okay. Everybody else is like, yeah, let's watch it. I'm like, nope, I'm good. And like I wouldn't watch it alone, and I would sure as fuck would not put it on my TV right now. You know, it's like it's not gonna happen.
Mm.
But like and if they do watch it, everybody likes having the lights on because nobody could handle the movie except they want to watch it. So
This one's an easy one for me. Hannibal Lecter versus Norman Bates. You see the difference that what a lot of people don't know is Norman Bates is a multi personality disorder, which he's just a regular killer, and Hannibal Lecter has a high IQ because he can find killers. But if you let your guard back, I mean, if you let your guard down, he'll kill you too because he's a prisoner. So Hannibal Lecter beats Norman Bates like that, and he probably eats him.
Who's Norman Bates?
Norman Bates is from Psycho.
Oh,
So
didn't see it.
Psycho 1, Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4, and then the Bates Motel. Which is kind of like, I kind of like Bates Motel, but it was kind of stupid. Because Psycho is basically a guy who's the clerk. ¿Verdad? Está una casa atrás y está el hotel enfrente. And the lady, ¿cómo se llama? It was one of the biggest times in Hollywood in that time. Que es una mujer. And she basically steals like $300,000 from this bank. And she's trying to get away. She lands in this mopey ass hotel. She's hitting on the clerk guy. The clerk guy is like, oh yeah, well my mom lives allá en la casa y no puedo salir y que guire, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden we get to see his mom and his mom kills her. So she's like, oh, what the fuck? The main actress died in the movie? And that's when we find out that it's not a movie about her. It's about a movie about Norman Bates. And then at the end, we find out that la mamá de Norman Bates is already dead. So it's him living through himself, a split personality. So ese güey tan loco. Like, it's just that the one who does the killing is his mom's voice in his head. And he's just basically the nice one. So Hannibal Lecter es el que se come la people and wins. Most nasty killings, Hostel or Saw? Saw, hands down. There's 10 movies of them.
You have plenty of options to pick from.
I'm
There's
gonna,
like 2 hostels, right?
there's only 3 hostels.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck?
You zoomed in?
Whoa, no, I don't even know how to move it. It moved by itself.
Oh.
How do you like? I don't know what the fuck. I mean, I touched my. That was weird. What the fuck? That I'm not even using the camera. I bought a new What? Okay. Wait. What the fuck? Okay, wait. I got close to the screen. Get closer. A ver, vente. Are you smart enough to do this? How did I do it?
No, I think you gotta get further away. You gotta get further away right now.
Wait, a ver.
Okay, not that far.
That was a trip, though.
Yeah,
Okay, so I gotta figure this shit out. This is my first second life with this shit on. Yeah, I just saw that right now. Okay, so I'm gonna save one for Saw because I do want to talk about their killings and all, which is your favorite and all that. But Saw, if I want to say the most nasty one, and it's probably my favorite. I don't care if I use it right now because I could just bring it on later on. Es cuando está el moreno that kills the son. Que dicen, oh, él atropelló tu hijo que porque era un borracho y todo eso. And then that shit's turning. So it's like turning. So haz de cuenta que like primero le quebra toda la mano by turning. And then this side is turning, le quebra la pierna. And then at the end it's the head and shit. So I feel like that one's nasty for the sole reason that it's torture. You know, like that was literally being tortured while the papa has to just get a key. He literally has to say, I'm sorry, and unlock it. And he's taking his time. Like, and he's like, I'm sorry. And then he's trying to find the key and it's too late. Ya está en la cabeza. I'm like, bro, like, come on, fool. Just fucking. Well, I mean, hopefully no one ever experiences that. But, like, if you're going to try to save him. Don't just say, you're sorry. And then let that guy fucking die out of. It was sickening. It was sickening. You never saw that? You don't remember that one? I think it was in Saw 2.
no, I mean, I want to say, well, like, I don't remember the movies, to be honest. It's been a fucking minute.
It is 10 of them. It is 10 of them.
I mean, but I guess, I really can't fucking think of a fucking, kill at this point. The only thing I can fucking remember is a stupid ass sawing his leg off, I think, at the end to win at the end of the movie, of number 1.
Sí.
That's the only thing I remember of all the fucking series.
I remember when they're like, oh, whoever puts the most carne on the weight, gana. And this was, como está gordo, he's chopping off skin. He's laughing at her because he's about to win. And this girl literally goes like, and she starts chopping off her fucking arm. And then she slams it on the way, gana. No, but it's just a Saw hands down. I haven't seen the new one. Hopefully, it's good. I saw the one with Chris Rock. Like, you know what's stupid about that movie? Samuel L. Jackson is his dad. Yes, Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson made a movie that Saw, and Samuel L. Jackson is his dad. And I think they're almost like the same fucking age. I think Samuel's like 64, 65,
Yeah,
and this was fucking like 50 something. Like, make that, like, I don't know, más porque tiene pelo negro y el otro ya está calvo.
probably.
Los narcos dan más miedo. Well, in reality, right now we're just talking movies. Raul, are narcos serial killers? Depends, but not really. A serial killer is one who does many throughout the state or throughout the nation. Narcos, it can be many. And it's haz de cuenta que un serial killer does it for the rush, while narcos do it for business. You get it? That's a
Well,
serial killer.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say, and at the same time, I'm pretty sure narcos just get the order from someone to get it done.
Mhm.
Like the head is like, hey, I need you to go kill this person, and that,
Yes,
it is what it is.
like you don't see Chapo Guzman doing every single kill unless it's like the main boss, and like that, and from that he's not doing it for fun. He's doing it. He's not doing it for the rush. He's just doing it for plain business. Like, this is business, and I'm the one who's gonna rule from now on. Isas. While a serial killer, there's got to be motive, and there's got to be a reason why they do it. Jeffrey Dahmer, like que se comió a la people. He would only era gay, so he would only go for gay people, and he never said that it was personal. That he just had a fetish for eating people. So llegó a matar, I think it was 11 or 17 people, and he would keep his parts. He would decompose the bodies y todo ese desmadre. ¿Quién es el otro güey? What's it called? Edgar. Is it Edgar Ramirez? The one from East LA. ¿Cómo se llama? He was just doing it because he wanted to. I forgot what was his motive. Y luego está el Ted Danson. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy. He literally just attacked the girls because they were weak. So that's a serial killer. Like, there's got to be motive and reason, and basically they do it for fun and for the rush. Y los serial killers, narcos, they just do it to do it. Ooh, I like this one. Creeper versus Dracula. Creeper's weak when he wakes up. He does need body parts. He hunts for 23 days. He can hunt in the sun. Dracula cannot be in the sun unless he's fighting the Dracula from Blade. No, actually, Dracula can be in the sun, right? No. There's many variations. So if we get Dracula del Sol, Dracula wins. If we get Dracula de Más de Noche, I give Creeper a good chance on winning. Because both can fly. Except one has to turn into a bat. What about you, William?
I'm trying to think how, because I know because Dracula lost to a werewolf in the movie Van Helsing, so like I'm trying to
Are you trying to figure out like Transylvania? Like, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, if it becomes a DJ battle, then yeah, Dracula will win. No, I think Dracula would win in this case because, like you said, the Keeper, if he depending what stage he's in, but at the same time, I don't see him beat Dracula. Because no, obviously the Keeper hasn't died, but in a way, once the adults got involved, isn't that when the Keeper lost, basically? Like,
Basically, but I mean, it was the 23rd day.
Yeah, that's also true, But
because watch. Part 1 takes place like in day 7, or no, like in day 17. Part 2 takes place like in day 22, going into, or 23, acabándose el día, ¿verdad? Acabándose el día.
Yeah.
Y part 3 is basically in the middle of both. It takes place like in day 19 or 18. Yes, there's a part 3, and it was kind of chafita.
I know, it was like straight to DVD. Yeah.
Y luego ya la new one is a complete reboot, like a whole new story, and that one's fucking shit that I can't remember nothing about it.
I didn't even see that one. I didn't know there
So
was
yes,
a reboot.
so yeah, so like did the adults get involved? Yes, he did. He beat his ass, but the day was over. So could the creeper could have survived it? I don't know. So that's the mystery part. And the worst part is that in part three, the movie ends y sale al último at the very end, sale la hija. No, no, perdón, sale la hermana del brother, de Justin Long. And she's like, oh, it's my time to get revenge, y que blah, blah, blah. So we're like, we're going to get part four. And then the allegations came out that this fool was a fucking child molester and we never got a part four. So fuck that fool. That's exactly famous Chino, famoso Chinos Anthrax killed a lot and he tortures them too. But did he do it for fun or did he do it for business? Because el Jeffrey Dahmer, Ramirez, Bundy, the Zodiac Killer, the Jack the Ripper, they didn't do it for money. They did it for fun. That's the difference. Chino Anthrax is getting money to kill. These fools did it because they like to do it. That's the difference between a serial killer and just a killer. Ooh. No, this one's easy. This one's easy for me. Frankie versus Leatherface.
Well, Frankenstein. I mean,
Oh,
he's
actually, no.
already
Leatherface has to win.
no. Frankenstein's already dead. He's just a zombie, basically.
No, Frankenstein's the doctor.
Doctor Frankenstein. Oh, you mean Doctor
Yes,
Frankenstein? I guess.
Frankenstein's monster. I'm pretty sure he means the monster. Frankenstein's monster. So Dr. Frankenstein, right? So if it's Dr. Frankenstein, he loses. But if it's the monster, or say Frankenstein, that
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Frankenstein wins.
I'm
Hands
pretty sure
down.
he means the monster. Yeah.
Hands down, hands down. And he uses Leatherface face for his mask. Not just no, that one was a little. Come on, Pelon. You gotta give me a harder one. Come on, Van Helsing versus Wolverine. Get it? Because they're both played by the same actor. How about Van Helsing versus Blade?
Blade.
They're both vampire hunters.
Blade.
Why?
He's half vampire. He's a
Van
daywalker.
Helsing he kills vampires.
Yeah, but you're talking about one's a martial artist.
Yes, and I think his special ability to kill vampires is better. Como la bomba, the chemical stuff. That I think he has better. ¿Cómo se llama la putada? Artillery.
Artillery, yeah, because Van Helsing talking about old golden ages, where fucking crossbow and shit like that, this one has bombs and guns and all that shit.
Oh, you're gonna have to help me here, William or Felonsky. I don't know who's Jack Torrance.
Shit, I don't know who that is either.
Who's Jack Torrance? Jack Torrance. Is that the guy from the movie Jack with Robin Williams?
Or from Titanic.
Oh, that's Jack Dawson. Fuck, who's Jack? Honestly, yeah, you stopped me there. I can't believe I can't remember. It's got to be a horror movie unless he's being funny, but no. Jack Torrance. You're going to have to help me there. I don't know who's Jack. Jack.
Come back.
She could have moved to the side. Actually, I think Mythbusters, they did that theory and they busted it. They say no, that it wasn't possible. So it would have flipped over.
But didn't James Cameron say that it was possible? The director of the movie.
The director of the movie. The Shining. Oh, The Shining. I gotta go with Jack. He's more violent than Norman. Because remember, Norman's only violent when his mom starts talking to him. If his mom doesn't start talking to him, he's not a violent person. The split personality. So haz de cuenta que es como si fuera la mamá atacando en el cuerpo de su hijo. So I would have to give it to Jack Torrance. Fuck, I forgot about that movie. I completely forgot about that. His name's Johnny. Wait, no? Johnny. Here's Johnny. I thought it was Johnny all this time.
It is. Well, I mean, that's what he does say. Here's Johnny, but I don't know his name.
Unless el hijo is Johnny.
I've never seen the movie. I've only seen the that scene, and I've only seen Ready Player One, where that scene comes out.
You're like, ooh. I remember when I saw Ready Player One, and my wife's like, ¿cómo se llama? What was that scene about? And I'm like, oh, you check out the movie, and she saw it, and she's like, and she fell in love with it. Pero ¿cómo se llama? Because she also wanted to see there's like a part 2 to it, like that takes place later on in years.
The Shining?
Not to the
To the
Shining.
okay,
I
yeah.
forgot what's it called. I honestly forgot what's it called. Y cómo se llama? Oh no, it is Jack Torrance. Then who the fuck is Johnny? I guess he just says it to says it. No mames. Ni el little kid se llama fucking Johnny. I always thought it was Johnny all this time. No mames. Y tengo años que no la miro. Años que no la miro. Oh, what the hell? Come on, Rollis. What did I do wrong? Yeah, it's what was the other one? That's why does my screen look weird? It looks bigger, doesn't it? Or
Like
not?
what you mean?
No, I forgot you're not on my side. So, oh, there you go. Maybe okay, there you go for me. So yes, he opens up the door and he's like, "Here's Johnny," because everyone makes fun of it. I just never knew it was fucking Jack. Okay, female fight: The Ring versus The Exorcist. I have to go with The Ring on this one.
I mean, I don't know much about the Ring. I want to say the Exorcist because it is a whole damn demon that's possessed. So it's you can't.
On
But
a
I don't
human
know much.
body.
It's well, some point on human body, but it's capable of doing everything. As for the Ring, I don't really know much about it.
It could have been better if it was the Ring versus The Grudge. It would have been better, but nah.
Is that the same one?
No, it's not the same one. That's why it's called The Grudge.
Well, I mean, I know, but I know it's different movies, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
The Ring versus The Exorcist. No, I have to go with The Ring because it's a human. At the end of the day, it's a 14-year-old human or 13-year-old human.
That doesn't matter when you have a whole demon inside you. You're a whole different strength level, a whole different, level 1000. Fucking
The
Dragon
ring, the
Ball Z
ring
Super
itself,
Saiyan. You know,
the ring itself is demonic or
just
whatever it wants to be.
I don't know.
I mean, it came out in Scary Movie también, and they made fun of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, okay. Well, I'll take The Ring. You'll take. I know where you're going to. I just, like I said, it's at the end. It's just a physical that is there. It's a spirit. Yes, it's a spirit, but it's physical.
yeah. But the thing is, even if it's normal, if it's a twig, 110-pound twig will still be able to lift 500 pounds with the demonic spirit inside of you. However, once it leaves your body, you're gonna feel that shit. Completely, 100%.
Yes. Y lo que quiero decir yo que in The Ring, that entity is already dead as well. So I don't think it feels pain if they push him or if they want to get their heart because there's nothing. It's like a dead entity.
Right.
And while this one is physical, I feel like if they attack whatever that is, the human, I don't know if he can possess a dead body. I don't know if it's capable of that power level.
Right.
That's what I'm going towards. So I don't know. I mean, it's a good fight, but I have to go towards The Ring, the entity, whatever that thing is called. And you're going, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the Exorcist. I'm not betting.
You're not budgeting. All right. Te iba a decir que I got a good one. Osvaldo Sánchez versus Guillermo Ochoa.
This motherfucker. Well, are you talking about the entire career, or are you talking the?
No, I was just fucking with you. I mean, favorably, I would probably go with Osvaldo.
I could tell you it's gonna be Osvaldo hands down.
He has 3 rings in La Liga Mexicana.
Well, I was gonna say, how many rings does Ochoa have?
He only has 1 or 2, no?
It has to be one, for sure. One.
For sure, 1. No, I think he has 2. Una con Cuauhtémoc y una sin Cuauhtémoc.
Which is the more recent one, right?
Uh-huh. Sí.
Yeah.
And Osvaldo did it with 2 different teams.
Yeah.
And he came out of the Atlas.
Okay.
It is no, but it is no. Let's go back to a ver aquí.
Wait, hold on, and just to throw the nail on the coffin, Ochoa is the goalie with the most goals scored against in the Mexican league and the Mexican selection.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I know that he was the most scored on Italy.
Well, probably that too. And his teams never make it, past. They always get relegated.
All right, I don't. Let me check who's Art the Clown because I honestly don't know who's Art the Clown. Do you know who's Art the Clown?
No.
Let me check him out. Art the Clown. Probably gonna be the fool from. Oh yeah, Terrifier. You know, I haven't seen Terrifier, so I'm gonna assume that he's human, unless I'm wrong, Pelon. Tell me that he has powers. If he has powers, we have a fair fight. If not, Pennywise is gonna take this. Cause pero Pennywise only attacks people with fear. Oh shit. This makes it interesting because Pennywise is powerless if they don't have fear. That's true. Ooh, man, this one's gonna make me think a little bit harder. Because if Art the Clown is just a human with no fear, because he's the one doing the killing, how's Pennywise gonna be able to attack if he's not furious? So I said un bebé. Ooh,
It shouldn't matter because if Art the Clown is killing for fun, but if he's still human, he's gonna be fucking scared of a fucking monster, and that's where the fear comes out. Because Pennywise is still a fucking monster.
but like in most movies, most monsters are more. We call monsters humans también, ¿verdad? Because they're doing nasty stuff and shit. I don't think he would have a fear because he's already doing ridiculous shit unless he had a fear that his parents never loved him.
Motherfucker, you get a nigga without fear, you get a gangster or whatever that has no fear, and you put a fucking evil spirit in front of you, you best believe they will shit their pants. They will be scared. They will have fear. So yes, Pennywise will fucking take that battle because of fear, because they will end up being scared of Pennywise, of seeing what the fuck it does.
So you're telling me that any guy with que hacía serial killings y todo, even though it's a movie, I'm just saying in the
Yeah,
world of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jack the Ripper, the Zodiac, they feared something in their lives.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm telling you, you gave me a Zodiac killer and you put Macho Cabrillo in front of him, tell me he's not gonna shit his pants.
Who's Macho Cabrillo?
The devil.
What the fuck? That's a weird ass name.
That's, I mean, it's because he's half human, half goat
Go.
or whatever. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, I guess you're right. I'm
it's you see something like that, you be like, yeah, I don't know, I gotta get my life together because this ain't it. So
yeah.
even if Art the Clown is a human and he sees Pennywise as the evil entity, as a demonic entity, then he's like, yep, it's game over for me. I'm scared of shit now.
Yeah. I kind of have to agree with you on that one. Well, I'm gonna look for a quote. You can do your final thoughts, William.
Well, just again, never thoughts, just tired of shit. So gotta work tomorrow. Hell
About
early.
about the Halloween movies in Killway.
Um, I'll see if I see any Hollywood movies from here till Halloween. I doubt I will, but just in case, I'll make sure I loop you in on what movie I saw.
I would say at least check out the new ones. I mean, you don't have to watch the original, but it does help a little bit. Y cómo se llama, which is Halloween, and then Halloween and kills and then ends. Y cómo se llama, they're good. I mean, they're good to watch. La verdad no me gustó mucho la de ends que digamos like it's fucking good. Nah, it was alright. A ver, The Exorcist versus The Nun. This will continue to do. um, well, the nun's always a spirit though, so I'm gonna have to go with the nun
Mm,
because it's Valak in the movie. Valak.
yeah, but are we talking about? I mean, when it comes to the Exorcist, are we actually talking about the demon that's inside the girl?
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama el demon que está dentro de
Fucking puta sabe, I don't fucking know.
Dormammu? No, that's from that's from Doctor Strange. No, I'm not gonna look it up. Fuck that shit. I don't want to look at the Exorcist face right now. I don't. Fuck that one. Not right now. Not at this time. I wanted to see the new ones though, but ni modo no se
Which
pudo.
one? The Pope's Exorcist?
No, it's a new Exorcist movie coming out, which is like part 2
I see.
or part 3. I don't know. Fucking, it's
Oh,
tiene la same
fucking hell.
story. So it's not Exorcist, and then there's Exorcist 2, then there's Exorcist 3, and then there's Exorcist the beginning, and I think this one takes place after the Exorcist. So
Yeah, I'm not interested. The only ones that I remember is The Exorcist, the beginning, and The Exorcist of Emily Rose or whatever.
oh, that one's
I just
pretty
know
cool.
I just know the titles. I never fucking saw them. I just know the titles. But everything else, I don't. I was like, I didn't even know it was fucking like 6 Exorcists.
So I would go with the Nun. After all of that, ¿verdad? All right. Aquí hay otra vez. Gar los chinga fácil y a todos juntos. Yeah. Yeah. No, pues sí, ¿verdad? I mean, you can't really say you can't.
I mean, the only one that has ever beaten God was what, Vince McMahon, I think.
No, I think he lost.
Did he lose?
Yeah, I think he lost against God. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes,
Okay,
because
my phone's at 1%, so hurry it up.
all right. That's like if you love her, chase her, and never give up. Oh no, wait, that's Michael Myers, the regular guy. I like the mask because it hides my face. Michael Myers. The Shape. We just talked a little bit of horror movies, Halloween movies. William's got to go to sleep because he has to go to work. The last joke of the night, Rahul the Demon.
Wow,
That's me, fool, because I'm in.
I know.
All right. You guys have a good night. William, don't wake up too early because I know you go to work at 5 and it's already like 1, 2,
2.
3, 4.
That's 2.
What time is it over here? Oh, all right. And you wake up at 5?
5:30.
Oh, good luck with that, son.
Oh, I know.
Call in sick.
Shit, right.
PTO.
Mhm.
You guys have a good night, chat. William, take it easy.
All right. I'll see you.
Peace out.